Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to Technical and Quality Session. For understanding the technical requirements and quality standards in clothing industry, making a sustainable garment, I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about types of garment wash in the apparel industry. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Types of garment wash: normal wash, pigment wash, bleach wash, stone wash, acid wash, enzyme wash, caustic wash, garment over dye, and whitening. Garment wash: the process which is used to transform the outlook, appearance, fashion appeal of the garments is called garment washing. Garment pre-wash became popular especially since 1978 when jeans garments started pre-washing and got instant popularity. It gave different look of the clothes. Wash types usually depend on the product, nature and usage. Based on consumer demand and fashion trend, the designer will fix the washing type of any product. For example, stone enzyme wash is required for denim item, but light softener wash is perfect for a knitted item. Garment wash. Garment wash refers to garment pre-wash performed after production of garments before using it for the consumer. Garment washing is utilized for the following reasons. Usually, some garments show up hard, feeling rough, stiff and not responsive enough for wearing if not pre-washed. Garment is often made bigger and larger. Pre-wash returns those to the right size and dimensional instability. After pre-wash, garments become fit as they get rid of shrinkage. As a result, the garment becomes a soft and feels and become size free. Garment wash. After wash, some garments become more attractive, lucrative and lively, such as jeans, twill, cotton, gabardine, etc. Different washing methods are being used to make an additional appeal for customers or buyers. During garments manufacturing, dirt, spot or oil mark may add to the garments that may eliminate by washing process. To eliminate starch and chemicals that used during fabric manufacturing and dyeing process. Normal wash. Normal wash consists of washing garments in hot water with adequate detergent and softener. Rinse with plain water and dry in tumble dryer until it is 100% dry. Some sodium is added to lend the garment a prominent washed look. Water temperature proportion of components of wash is adjusted as per requirement of wash and types of fabric the garment is made of. The softener makes the fabric soft and tumble drying makes the fabric fluffier. An expert technician can handle washing in an expedient way to solve many problems arising out during washing. Washing can also affect different garment parts differently. Shell fabric may be solid color while pocket may be a white pocketing piece. After washing, it may appear that pocketing piece has been stained. It may happen because maybe too much softener has been used or the fabric bleeding color is about weak color quality. Though softener makes the fiber soft, it also breaks the dye loose and may stain the fabric. Too much use of softener makes the fabric waxy, so one should cut a balance in using softener and other components in regular wash. In such cases, garment should be washed with less softener and check if the staining problem is getting rid of or eliminated. If use of less softener cannot solve the problem of staining, indicates poor color quality of fabric. In this case, the garment will not pass US standard on possibly the following aspects: color change, color staining, crocking, rubbing. One way of improving staining problem or dye quality of fabric may be the following: have 40° centigrade hot water in a tumble washer, put 1% color fixing agent and mix with hot water. Put the dry garment into the tumble washer and Let them soak in the solution for 5 minutes and then lift them up for drying. Run the tumble washer a few times and stop. Do not run the washer too much. It may lead the dye to come off and stain. Just let the garments soak and absorb the chemicals. Move the garments inside the washer as gently as possible. When the garments are dried, the color quality substantially improves. After treating the garments in the mentioned way, they can simply be imposed to normal wash to give it the wash look. Pigment wash. Pigment wash is similar to normal wash but a bit costlier. The garment is solid color pigment dye. The requirement is that the color should fade evenly to lend the garment a prominent wash look. Pigment wash requires a higher temperature of water than a normal wash. Use hot water 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. Load the tumble washer not more than 70% of its capacity. It enables garment to move inside smoothly. If fully loaded with garments, restricts smooth movement due to the friction of the garments with tumbler body. Bleach wash. Bleach wash means that bleach chemical is used in water while washing in a tumble washer. Strict washing time is a requirement with such wash because otherwise the garment may be over bleached and the color cannot be reversed. Stone wash. Stone wash means washing garments with special stones so that garments achieve a very strong wash effect. Volcanic stones are used in such wash to abrade exposed parts of the garments. This idea of washing with porous volcanic stones is to give the garment a strong and rough wash to achieve the pronounced wash effect through abrasion on the exposed areas such as the seams and pocket corners. Sometimes bleach is added to the wash so that the color fades in a more pronounced manner. This is done to make navy blue jeans into a more faded light blue. Such wash requires a lot of skill, experience, workmanship and expertise so that desired results are achieved. In stone wash, the following points should be carefully checked. Size of the stones. Stone size is very important in stone wash. They have various effects on the garment being washed. Large stones may give thorough abrasion and small stones may lead less abrasion. Stone size should be selected based on the required abrasion effect as well as the type of fabric of the garments. However, larger stones may damage comparatively lightweight fabric. Small stones may give softer abrasion. Garment stone ratio. Weight of stones relative to the weight of garment. Wash with more stones may lead to more apparent blue-white contrast on the fabric. Washing time. Washing time also much important in stone wash. Quantity of bleach. Use of more bleach can shorten wash time and leads to more productivity. Bleach, however, cannot be used indiscriminately. Disproportionate amount of bleach may lead to loss of the desired blue-white contrast on the fabric. In order to achieve a better result, one should cut a balance between quantity of bleach, stone size and amount of stone. Sometimes one needs to use the normal quantity of stone and longer washing time to achieve the color standard requirements. Acid wash. It is a patented process and can be used only by permission. It is also a kind of stone wash. The wash is performed in two steps. In the first step, garment is washed without water and in the second step with water. Soak volcanic stones in potassium permanganate solution. Stones absorb chemicals and become saturated. The stones are then dried in normal air or sun. The stones are ready for work. Denim garments are now made ready for wash. They are detached in water in a tumble washer and dried in a spin dryer. Acid wash. The garments are put in a separate tumble washer filled with treated stones. Water is not added, nor run the tumble dryer. Wash the garments without water. Stones will abrade the garments, especially the exposed parts. Hidden parts will not be abraded. After that, the garments are taken out of the tumble and transferred to another tumbler filled with water for washing and rinsing. After rinsing is over, the prominent acid wash effect will show up. The treated stones carry the chemical to bleach the exposed parts and bleach them to white, but the hidden parts remain untouched. Whitening agents are often added to water during rinse to make the white color in the blue jeans whiter to display acid wash. Enzyme wash. Enzyme wash is performed with a kind of live cell. Enzyme can break some fibers of fabric and give the fabric special effect desired on the garment. Enzyme wash provides the fabric a soft, sanded or pieced effect very desirable on many garments. Enzyme wash is also useful for indigo denim. In this case, enzyme can replace stone but gives denim a stone wash look with better and nicer blue and white contrast on the fabric. Enzyme wash is however costlier than stone wash. Caustic wash. Caustic wash is a pre-printing wash. Caustic is a strong chemical with highly corrosive features. Prior to printing on cotton fabrics, grey goods are treated in boiling water with caustic, which also has strong cleaning power, especially for grease. This wash can remove all soil, dirt, grease, fine particles of cotton seeds as well as all foreign materials. As a result, only pure cotton fiber in the fabric for printing is left. It leads to stability of printing and well cleaned fabric. However, when we want to do caustic wash on garments, we do the opposite of the above. Prior to printing, fabric is not treated with caustic wash for cleaning. Printing is done on the raw and unclean fabric so that about 30% of the printing done on the surface are eventually faded away. Finally, printed garments are caustic washed. It leads to about 30% of the printing washed away along with the foreign material, leaving about 70% of the printing on the fabric. It eventually makes the design or strip of the desired look. For this type of wash, the printing must be pigment print with a binder. Baking treatment should also be performed so that the color will stay on the fabric more or less securely to coincide with the caustic wash to be done later. Garment wash and over dye. This type of wash is also used for denim garments to give them an exclusive look. This is performed in the following way. Wash the denim garments with stone so that the double needle seams, pocket flaps and exposed parts get washed down to light blue color or white. Put dye into the tumble to dye the garments to get the desired color. A coat of new color will appear onto the garment, especially in areas where the garment has been washed to a light shade. It creates a unique but different look. In this process of wash, the lining of pocketing will pick up the color too. By this wash, direct dye or reactive dye, same as dyeing fabric or yarn, may be used. Direct dye is cheap, so direct dye may be utilized with the related use of color fixing agent after dyeing to make the color more stable. In case of solid color fabric, staining within the garment is not a problem. However, if garments of different colors are washed together by the consumers, color may transfer to other garments. Reactive dye is always preferred in this case. Whitening. Whitening agents are used to create a super white look. Unless the garment you wash is all colored, namely no white color at all in the fabric, you should use whitening powder in the rinsing process to make the white part more white. In denim where there are colored warp threads and white web threads, if such garments undergo stone wash and bleach, whitening powder is used for the final rinsing. It makes the white threads in the fabric whiter and generates a stronger contrast between blue and white on the surface of the fabric. After washing denim, check the reverse side of the fabric to evaluate if adequate whitening agent has been used during rinsing. It is a common practice that garments having white parts should be washed with whitening powder at the time of rinse. It generates a quick and desired look. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.